Hello. Hi guys. We're gonna get started on this kitty cat. This is kind of a cat in the forest type drawing. I'm gonna do some impressionistic and pointillism type style on this drawing. And I am using acrylic markers. Hi Dylan. Hello Stephen. What's up guys? Is it Thursday already? Oh my gosh. What's up user? Stephen, thank you. I can't believe it's already Thursday. This week has gone by. So some of you may notice that the most controversial videos that I made about the men thing has been deleted, not by me, but by YouTube. Pretty much because I said one of their censored words, which would be, I said the word for adult video. I'm sure you guys can guess what that is without censoring it. And this is the reason why they had me delete that video. They gave me a warning on my channel for it. So I didn't delete it. I know I said I wasn't going to, but the reason it's no longer there is because YouTube removed it for violating community guidelines. So that's kind of why. And it wasn't anything about the content of the video, really. It's the fact that I said the word for adult videos and did not censor it. Which I probably should have known that would happen. I just didn't really know how strict YouTube was going to be on that type of thing. But if you guys want, you can just check in every now and again and see how my stream is doing and come back and have it in the background or something while you're doing other stuff. And I'm just going to show you guys my process for some of this stuff that I'm doing. This might be going into my new Shopify. What's up, Devin? I've never heard of John Hinckley Jr. actually, Drew. I'm interested in that as a maybe, but I'll have to look into that. I'm really just trying to get this base color of black down, and then I'm going to go in once it's dry and add some more detail and some more highlights. I love Bob Ross. He's a really great guy. I mean, everybody loves Bob Ross, right? He's a real celebrity artist. And I would love to aspire to be kind of like Bob Ross. I used to play the flute, Ubik, but I haven't played the flute in 20 years, I think. I played the flute in middle school. Yeah, his voice was really chill. He was a great businessman and a great entertainer. He was like one part artist, one part businessman, and one part performance artist. What's up, Devin? Yeah, I actually got pretty good at the flute. I mean, for a teenager, I guess. I never stuck with it though. I ended up with a really nasty band director that kind of discouraged me from doing it. And there was just this toxic environment within the band that I ended up quitting, and I really just lost my passion for it. I kind of wish I had stuck with it just for my own personal growth, but yeah. What's up, guys? This is too bright. I need like a super dark green. I don't know if I have a darker green. I don't know what I'm supposed to do because I really want this super dark green, but it looks like this one is really popping out. It's almost so bright that it's crazy, but look how dark it looks on here. Yeah, I was a woodwind player. What about you guys? Do you guys play any instruments? You play a lot of instruments. Okay. Guitar. Oh, that's really nice. Recorder. Yeah, I mean, I think we all started with like the recorder, I think, when we were really young. I almost wonder if I could make this darker. I'm gonna try to like experiment with how I can make this. Okay, it's drawing a little bit darker, you guys, but it's still not dark enough for what I want. And I don't want to ruin my markers because they're really not meant to be blended like this. Oh no, I remember crying when I was playing the flute. There was this girl named Hyunji. She was like Korean and she was so good at it. And I was just not very good at the flute, to be honest. I mean, I got pretty good at it over time. But as always, I was comparing myself to other people. I'm going to see if I can make this the shade that I want. If I put the dark color down first. I'm gonna see how dark this. Look how like dark this looks, and then look how light it's laying down though. So that's really annoying for me. How am I doing today? I'm doing good. Watching the steady spiraling of an insane person towards the inevitable self-deletion. I'm not gonna self-delete, dude. I'm just letting you know that. I have no intention on self-deleting. Okay, Wolf, you want me to do the Samara painting, and maybe you should email me again. Okay, you did. I have to check it. Was that the one where I know somebody wanted me to draw them like as a Renaissance person on the back of a horse? So everybody, in case you missed it, YouTube deleted my controversial video because I said a word that was supposed to be censored. I said the word for adult video, but I said the actual word for it. And YouTube deleted that video and my stream about that video, the one that said sorry, not sorry. So just letting you guys know that I'm not the one that personally deleted or took those videos down. YouTube decided that they went against guidelines because I said the P word about adult videos. Okay, Wolf Woogie, that wasn't you. I'll have to get back to you on your email. If you want, because I get so many emails, Wolf, maybe you could just email me one more time. Dude, I literally got a strike on my account, Wolf. I'm serious. I literally got a warning. I got a warning. They said if I violate the guidelines again, I'll get a strike, and then I won't be able to upload for a week. So literally, Wolf, it was not me that deleted them. I literally woke up to the YouTube algorithm telling me that I had been banned, and it brought me to the point in the video where it said I had said an inappropriate word that constituted as hate speech, and all the points in the video that it brought me to were all the points where I said the P word. So they didn't like that I said the uncensored word for adult video in the videos. That's why I got a warning on those videos, and I had to take them, or they were taken down, that is. Okay, Wolf, that would be great. That would make it a lot easier. I really don't hate men, MC. I think I made a generalization within that video that made it kind of come off that way. Sure. Yeah, I could probably do that, CDL. Yeah, I can show you guys the warning that I got. I might be able to just check that out right now. Let me see if I can find it. Let me go to my dashboard. So it says active community guideline strikes. I got a warning. It said Your content is removed due to violation of our community guidelines. You have received a warning. To take action, you can appeal. Policy is adult content, or which falls under, I guess, hate speech for them. And if you violate the policy again within 90 days of completing the policy training, you'll get a strike. So they basically have me they're making me do a they're making me do a training, I guess, to remove the warning. And I'm gonna have to do that training, and then, yeah. I could appeal their decision, but I do understand that that word is censored. And they brought me to, like, timestamps in the video, where basically I said the P word without censoring it. I think that, Drew, I could appeal it, however, Hassan, you are visible, I see you, sorry. It is that sensitive. CDL, I can probably screenshot it. CDL, it probably was, but I will post a screenshot of how the F is it that sensitive, because probably a lot of people disagree with the video, Hassan, and they just struck it as hate speech, and then YouTube went through the algorithm and took a closer look and combed through the video and realized that I did say the P word uncensored, and that was enough for them to strike the video. Sure, I could probably do a licensing thing, BV. That would be an interesting idea. Dylan, absolutely some haters reported me. They did not like the video. I'm gonna be blamed for taking it down, but, you know, the screenshot idea posting that I did get a warning on those videos is probably a good idea. You really feel for me, and I think all the hate is part of the scapegoat syndrome. Yeah, thank you. Rebecca Mandeville, I'll have to look into that. I know about Dr. Ramani. I know about, what's his name? The guy that is a diagnosed narcissist. He talks about that kind of thing. I really agree, Mitchell. Everything is way too politically correct these days. It is crazy. I know a lot of OG YouTubers quit YouTube because of the increasing censorship on the platform, such as like Niga Higa, Shane Dawson. Like you used to be able to swear in your videos. You used to be able to say anything up until about 2010 or so, like that first era of YouTube where you could just say whatever, like between '05 and 2012 or so. I wanted to keep it up to weed, but yeah, Jenna Marbles got canceled because she couldn't adapt to the new censorship. And yeah, you know, Shane Dawson was not a great person, but I'm just saying, like, some of his old content would never be able to get past the censors today, not even for a second. Wolf, she did choose to leave, but I think that she was getting canceled and dogged for some of her older content that did not age well. You know, she did blackface back in a cultural zeitgeist where it was very okay to be politically incorrect, and it wasn't met with the same level of derision. But then as things evolved and public consciousness changed, it did not age well at all. And she was taken down for that. And I think that she just had enough of YouTube, and I think she just kind of decided to retire. Thank you, ULV. I don't think I said anything that was completely off the wall, but they labeled it as hate speech or as inappropriate content because I mentioned ography in the video. That's the timestamps that they brought me to show the violation that I made were when I was mentioning ography, not when I was insulting men, by the way. But I guess enough people censored it to the point where they thought that it just was not advertiser friendly. And I think I might have even lost the money that I made on that video. I'm not sure. But it's almost impossible to get political on YouTube these days without getting censored. That's a good idea, Woogie. I have a Instagram that almost has 1K. And your best bet about, hitting me up to get like personal feedback from me is probably Instagram. I get a lot of DMs, but I put my Instagram so that you can only DM me, and I will only see your DMs if you follow me. So your best bet is to just DM me on Instagram, honestly, if you drop me an email or something. I'm going to use this thing called simultaneous contrast, and I'm going to see if that can work to get this to look a little bit darker, because I don't have a dark enough pen to make this the dark that I want it to be. So I'm going to try to like do some pointillism. This is called simultaneous contrast, where basically you layer them, but you don't blend them, and you leave some of the previous layer underneath visible so that it kind of appears to be darker than it actually is. Yeah, pointillism. I think I actually like this effect a little bit. I don't want it to be too busy though, but I'll see what I can do about it. It does dry a bit darker. I'm looking at some pointillistic art that I found on Pinterest for the reference for this. The drawing itself is very, very simple. This is mostly going to be, this painting has been going on for about 20 minutes now. I don't know how long it's going to take to finish. I couldn't estimate. It's probably going to be like a 2 to 3 hour painting. Sure. I mean, the problem with that, what's your name? Ara, is that my webcam is what I'm using to film this, and I don't know how to set up my webcam to film my other canvases because that would be a little bit challenging. But I'm sure I could figure it out. I just haven't done that yet. Thank you, Wingnut. I think that it's really important to always fight for someone's freedom of speech, even if you disagree, because that's what it's all about. What's up, guys? Mike, thank you for stopping by. I don't hate men. She hates bad experiences and was traumatized them. Yeah, thank you, guys. I feel like it's kind of like having a loaded gun pointed at your face, like with 10 blanks and one actual bullet. And I do know that there are good men in the world. I have to take responsibility for my patterns of behavior when it comes to attracting people that are not safe. I think that's part of healing and healing from codependency. I recommend Logitech Brio webcam for filming, relatively inexpensive. I'm actually using a Logitech right now. It was about $100 Logitech, and I'm using a webcam arm. So I can adjust it like this. It's on a webcam arm that attaches to my desk. The problem with filming a bigger painting is I don't know where I would hook the webcam arm up to. And I don't know how I would film that because it's really designed for like pointing down on a desk. ULV, you think I look timid and that can draw people in that are predators. You have a point there. I'm going to try to like become more ballsy, I guess, and a little more confident and assertive. It's just that when people are used to you being a certain way and you change it up, then they attack you even worse. Yo, a Congo, thank you. I'm not doing art requests, but I owe you one Barack Obama. So, guys, in my next art request stream, and if a Congo shows up, remind me to do a Barack Obama art request in my next art request stream. Yo, what on the earth? The War Man. Thank you. You have a bright future ahead of you. Great artwork. Thank you. Let me see how like I can like so here's a psyop for you guys. There's my laptop. There's my art supplies. There's me upside down. Yeah, this is incepting, isn't it? Pretty inceptionist. Guys, the super chats are amazing. Thank you. I wasn't really expecting anything on a small art stream like this, but you guys are the real ones. Yeah, people think that they're entitled to my energy, CL. But this webcam arm, I got it recently, and I've actually had it for a couple months now. I guess it wasn't that recent, but it hooks up to my desk. I don't have a dark enough brown to really do what I wanted to do. I've read about it in body language books. What's up? What's up, Tokes? This could be a book cover, I guess. I'm gonna look in a John Hinckley Jr. and see what that is. He says that he's the one that he tried to assassinate President Reagan. Oh, I see. So there's another guy that is. He killed President Reagan and he's became an artist at the end of it. Jeez, I do see the similarity though. Yeah, I see that he did a cat. He doesn't really have a lot of art. He does have a cat that's in a very similar pose to the one that I am doing right now, though. I've never heard of him. She said things with positive intent. Now, some things can be disagreed with, definitely, but there's a way to go about that route instead of. Yeah, the harassment has gotten to a point that's a little bit out of control. I think that some of the critiques are valid, Hassan. Some of the critiques are valid. It's just that a lot of the critiques were done in a very personal and attacking way that, I think that probably could have been avoided. But anyway, really does, yeah, okay. I don't speak any other languages, Wolf. I really wish I could. When there's a peaceful space, there's always at least one person that will poison the well just to feel the power. Now they group together in gang stalk. Yeah, that's true. You're going through the male version of what I'm going through, Brenty? Oh, that's interesting. Do you do any art, Brenty, or music or anything creative like that? I've always wanted to learn Spanish or Japanese. You saw one of the dudes who made a negative video was using an alt account to give you praise. That is weird, niche. They turn on a dime, though. You say one thing that they disagree with, and they'll attack you. It's like I didn't really get an objective discourse on a video where I made logical fallacies and perhaps said things that were extremely generalized and made literal logical objective non-attacking way is one thing, but then to call me names because I'm a human being that made critical errors when it came to logic is a completely different thing. Do you guys know what I'm saying? I think they just reported the video because they didn't like it. Wow, Wolf, that's pretty cool. Conversational. I wish they had like more muted colors because it's very difficult to get any kind of earth tones with these markers. I have 13 years worth of art that I keep because I want to prevent it in a specific way. Interesting. I'm getting lost in the sauce with this painting. I'm going to go back on into working on the cat though. Yo, what's up, Hassan? Thank you. I really appreciate you. I'm going to restart my Shopify. Admittedly, you guys, with my Shopify, I had purchased some artwork from a pack off Etsy. Okay, here's what happened. So I purchased some artwork from a print store off Etsy, and some of the art that was in that print store that I was using with a commercial license. So you can actually sell other people's art with a commercial license if you purchase it. Some of that art was made by AI, and I didn't really check to see if it was. So I realized that was kind of messed up, and I didn't know that I had AI stuff in my shop because I was really just trying to pad my shop because it takes a long time to make an original. So I had purchased a print pack from Etsy with a commercial license, and it turns out a lot of those prints were AI. And so I deleted everything out of there. I actually bought some stickers that I thought were really cool, and I just didn't really think twice when I bought the commercial license for it. They weren't even my art. But anyway, I also decided I made a decision with my original art that I wanted it to be enhanced. So I made my original art, but then I ran it through an AI filter to make it a little smoother and more easy to print, I guess. And, some people have mentioned that, but I want you guys to know that I do actually do art. And I deleted everything that I enhanced with AI because I feel like that's just not cool. I was feeling really insecure about it, and that's really not a reason to do that. So it's not that I don't know how to draw or anything. It's just that I had an insecure moment, and I thought that the average person wouldn't really care. But then I realized that it's better to just be honest. And so I'm going to restart everything with just my art. And hopefully, if I'm going to put stuff from other artists that I buy a commercial license for, make sure that if it is AI or AI use or whatever, that I mention it in the description. Yeah, I know it's a tool wolf. The thing is that even though I had made the original art myself, it kind of took away. I enhanced it honestly because I just wanted to take it to the next level, and I thought it looked better than mine, but that's not really genuine, I guess. But I wanted to show you guys that I do actually know how to, draw. Because some people were saying that I only use AI, but just to recalibrate and reiterate, the reason I deleted everything was because I had purchased certain things from a commercial license pack on Etsy to fill my shop up with stuff because I didn't want it to be empty that was using AI. And I just didn't think about to double check it. And those ones were not even mine, obviously. And then the ones that were mine, I thought that they could use a little push through, so I filtered them through AI after I took the original picture of the original painting. Anyway, I decided that wasn't the best plan, so I'm going to restart with just my actual hand-drawn stuff, regardless of if I think it looks better when I put a filter on it. It's kind of like I don't want to catfish anybody with my art, I guess, so I'm restarting that. So now you guys know what happened with that issue. What's up, JR? Good to see you. I think there is a way to use AI as a tool, but again, I feel like, in the same way that there's no way to eat meat ethically, there's really no way to use AI ethically either. So even though it's kind of like, even though I went through all this trouble to compose these paintings and paint these paintings by myself, I kind of like invalidated everything that I had worked for just by putting it through a filter and giving an extra zhuzh to make it look better. But anyway, now we know. I don't want to catfish anybody with my art. What's up, Brenty? I wish there was an earth tone pack with these acrylic markers. I really am in love with them, but I can't get a dark enough thing going on. What's up, Hassan? I just have had some people mention that some of my stuff doesn't pass AI checks, and I just wanted to reiterate why that was. It's not that I'm not able to draw, it's that I was insecure and I thought that my original paintings just weren't good enough. So I passed them through an AI filter to kind of create better details. And then I realized, after getting called out on it, I'm like, that's probably not a great idea. So I deleted my Shopify and I'm restarting. And I'm not going to post enhanced images on the Shopify from now on. And I'm going to start streaming my art a little more so you guys can actually see the entire process. So you guys know that I'm not cheating or anything like that. You saw an anime called Appleseed that was cool. That's cool, John. I don't know much about anime these days. I haven't watched anime in years. I'm the beacon. I appreciate that. So if you see anybody calling me out for using AI, you guys know the truth that I just explained just now. And maybe you can tell them that. That I was enhancing my originals with AI, but then I decided that probably wasn't the best idea. So I'm going to restart my Shopify from scratch. My thing is that I felt like, the people that would want to buy my art just want a really good image on their wall, and they don't really care if it's enhanced or not. But the fact that I didn't mention it in the description was probably a little bit sus. So yeah. Let them be your painting, the peacock, the Indian fox, our next level. Thank you. Your landscape one and psychedelic face that you painted are all amazing. Thank you guys. Those are all my originals. Original by me. Well, they had a point, Hassan. I think that, the fact that I didn't mention that I had enhanced some of the photos in AI was a little bit disingenuous. And it was kind of like, putting a filter on your face to make it look 10 years younger or something like that on a dating website. But anyway, thank you guys for understanding. What's up? What's up, John? Art jokes? I really appreciate you guys' support. But there are a lot of artists that utilize AI and then they speak out against AI. I'm not going to say that I've never used it. Like I just explained this entire video. So you guys know the truth now. And I think that's what matters. I don't even know if it was a mistake. I think that at least I don't think it was a mistake. I think that I was just insecure and I wanted to give people the best product possible. But the fact that I didn't mention that it was an enhanced version of my original painting was what really the problem was, I think. So I decided that I'm going to just post my originals unenhanced and then do it like that. Unless you guys don't care. Like, do you guys care if I use AI to enhance the final product that I sell on prints? Or would you, like, here's the thing. I could sell the original, which obviously is mine. So people that actually want that could have it. But I don't know. Either way. The original Samara, we got to get on that, don't we? I got to see if I got dark gray in here. These grays don't go very dark. Where hypocrisy is the norm, point to and blame, but do the same. Yeah, Anish, I guess it's true. I don't know if I like that. Those whiskers are a little bit sus, you guys. I gotta be honest. What the heck just happened? I'm gonna have to redo those whiskers after it dries. Look at him. I messed him up completely. I'm gonna have to redo that. Disclosure is important, especially in business and sales. Just let people know that. Yeah, thank you, Ara. I think you have a point there. YouTube is new to you. You can always take down enhanced ones and just sell originals. Thank you, Hassan. I am trying to just experiment with what works best. The imperfection is what makes it unique. I guess you're right. I think that when I pass it through a filter, it becomes very, very generic. I guess it doesn't. It kind of takes my flaws that I make out of it. Yeah, Joseph. I'm gonna. I tore down my Shopify, and I'm going to. If I decide to do that, I'm going to disclose it. And I think that I just need to be more confident. It was coming from a place of insecurity, not a place of deception. I promise you that. If that makes sense. All right. I just thought I should confess. The thing is that most photo editors these days have generative tools that you can use that basically automatically do that. I think that the whiskers are a bit too thick, though. What kind of filter was it? I was using a generative AI filter on my paintings because I thought that they weren't good enough by themselves. Even though I had spent weeks and weeks on those paintings, I just felt extremely insecure. But you guys have seen, my other paintings. Let me see. Like that one right there is mine. That one took about 3 weeks to do because of all the preliminary stuff. But anyway, it's like once I get the preliminary stuff down, it can be pretty quick to do it. If I do it, Merrick, or I use AI as a tool, I'm going to disclose it. And the price will be reflected in the price. But since you guys understand me, I don't want to feel like I'm deceiving anybody, which is why I have torn down my Shopify and I'm going to restart it with unenhanced stuff mostly. But like I said, I'm new to this. I'm new to like this whole being kind of a public figure, and people are holding me accountable to what I'm saying. Being in like the public sphere, I guess, when it comes to like putting myself out there and having my opinions being responded to, because I haven't really been around people that are, actively holding me accountable or critiquing me or calling me out, like, and probably ever. So the only thing I can do is evolve, grow, and all the good stuff, like that kind of thing, This is not a tree. This is supposed to be the in-between of the tree. But again, I'm going to restart it. Is what fake, Ima? Yeah, there's a lot of vultures making videos. They're kind of being mean. I don't think I deserve to be attacked. But anyway, I appreciate you guys' support, ongoing and stuff. Looks like a portal. I'm gonna like fix it though. It's just the base. These are acrylic markers that I got off TikTok Shop. I wish I could like be sponsored by these markers because I love them. I just wish they had more earth tones and darker colors. Because the darkest color is black and none of the other colors come close to being that dark. Oh, my connection is unstable. Guys, can you see me? I want to make sure you guys can see me because it said I lost the connection for a second. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're so back. This is called pointillism. Disky. It's a technique where you use simultaneous contrast. So instead of blending, you allow the eye to blend the colors for you instead of actually manually blending them. I don't know what that means, DXM portal. So there is like a thatching thing that I am doing, but it's mostly pointillism, I guess. I don't know if I like that. Oops. I got this wire in the way there. I don't know what it says. It says more than one ingestion is using the primary URL. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Can you guys still see me? I'm having a connection issue. Anyway. Okay, as long as you see me, it's saying that there is more than one ingestion is using the primary URL. I don't know what that even means. Probably a connection issue, I guess. He's supposed to be in a birch forest, but you can't really tell yet because I'm not really done with it. Okay, I think back. I'm really definitely having some technical difficulties right now. Sorry, guys. Maybe I can blend it with... That didn't really work. I'm gonna have to like rework this. I'm still learning how to use these markers. This is my second drawing that I've used these markers for. I'm gonna go back on it. I just wanted to kind of create a different effect. Ah, shoot. This will be for sale as a print if you're interested. I think I found a way to blend it, sort of. I'm doing like a glaze over this. I'm going to keep working at it. I'm just experimenting with different techniques at this point. Learn as I go. That's how you do it. I'm just trying to like, because I can't really blend these the same way you can blend and mix paint. I'm just going to try to like simplify down some of these pointillistic elements because I think it's getting a little bit too busy. I still want some of them to come through though. Try psychedelics with them as well. Make a landscape with acrylic markers. This is sort of like a landscape. Uncharted. I've never heard of that. It sounds cool though. Yeah, I don't wanna go towards psychedelics because I think that it will cook my brain, honestly. I mean, the consequences right now is that I got a warning on my channel and I have to like get the warning removed. And the consequences are that I lost about, I want to say 400 subscribers from that video. I heard that it was that they didn't like that you asserted your opinion, I guess. I don't think I can be on shrooms because of my medication off time. I don't even think I could be able to feel it because I'm on a mood stabilizer. And mood stabilizers, like they're kind of like antipsychotics. So if you're on an antipsychotic, you can't have a psychedelic experience because they will cancel each other out. Imagine an empty set of drawers, a lone chair, and an empty lifeless piano playing in the distance. That's very aesthetic, Nima. I did ayahuasca and it didn't really help me. So my best thing that I'm gonna do is just take very small actions every single day towards my goals and try to be consistent. Yeah, Niche, I know a lot of people that are permanently different. Yeah, John, I think you're right. The people that left were here for the wrong reasons. This is really just about me being my genuine self. So it does hurt, but I'm not gonna cry over it. And yeah, so there you go. I think that I'm gonna make his lips pink to make them stand out a bit more. I don't want to cook my brain any more than it's already been cooked. Personally, so Does this read as grass right here that's coming up like a flower stem? Does that read as grass? There's a difference between online critique and being a total brainless savage to tear someone down. Thank you, Hassan. I agree with that 100%. Most of the videos that I've been receiving have been there are truths to them. I'm not going to say there's not. Yeah, it's supposed to be a flower stem, Hassan. A flower stem with flowers on it. Let's see. Where's my white pencil? My white pen. Where's my white? Help. I can't find my white. I'm going to have to use... Oh, no, that's not it. Did I lose the white pen? Is it on the floor? This one's not the white one, but it's like the only one that I really have. I don't know what happened to my white pen. Behind the laptop, how would it get over there? I'll check, but it's not going to be there. No, it's not there. I don't know where it is. Oh, there. Is that it? No, that's not it. It's probably right in front of me too, guys. Because I know I used it to draw the lines, to draw the sketch on the red. What the heck? Where did it go? It must be on the floor, but I literally don't see it on the floor. Whatever. I don't know where it is. It could be anywhere. I'll have to clean my entire art room to find it, and then I'll probably never be able to see it again. No, I mean, it should be fairly obvious. Like, these markers are marked pretty well. Like, the color is on the actual body of the marker. Ace, I mentioned that I did not delete the video. YouTube deleted the video, Ace, and I made a community post about why. The reason why that video was deleted was because a lot of people reported it, and YouTube combed through it with a fine tooth and found that I said the word, adult filmography without actually censoring it. I said the actual word. 2 of my videos got deleted. Rebel, my stream, and the controversial video. YouTube gave me a warning on those. If you missed it, those videos were not deleted by me. Okay? And I know that might be hard to believe, but that's the truth. I'm going to press a screenshot. Yeah, Ace, I made a community post about it, and I'm probably going to put a screenshot of the warning that I received from YouTube because a lot of people reported it, and then they found that I had said some words that were uncensored. It wasn't really for the topics that I was talking about. It was because I said adult film, the word for it, but I didn't censor it. So anyway, Merrick, what does that mean? Shared story on Polish YouTube? I've never been on Polish YouTube. I don't know if I have access to Polish YouTube. Yeah, I'll just have to say, I don't know if I probably should say corn instead. Yeah. These platforms are extremely sensitive. we have to be always on our P's and Q's because YouTube does not like anything that we say. But I agree, Hassan, it's kind of bordering into like overly censorship type thing. These trees like are like kind of like made of confetti or something. It's just because people reported it. I've said uncensored words before, but no one, reported it. It's just because people disagree with me, and YouTube thought that because so many people didn't like it, it was bad for their advertisers, so they got rid of it. It is kind of oppressive. Yeah. It got reported because people didn't like it, so they did everything they could to take it down. You still got it? You made sure that you recorded it? Cool. I still have the original too of the video, but I'm glad somebody recorded it. Cable Planet, it's good to see you. I wish these pens dried darker. Maybe open a Patreon for those videos. Okay, that'd be cool. That's a good idea. Drawing silly animals is child's play. I mean, it's fun, right? Cool. You're using a graphics tablet there, Eric? I've done ink pen before. I've done pretty much every medium known to man, Merrick, but I mean, I don't have any with me off the top of my head. Yeah, cheap Wacom. I have a Wacom as well. It's like a 2018, but it still works. I think I finally got that color to a point that I'm satisfied with it. Looking good. Thank you guys. Imagine a pattern on a wall made up of dirty blotches and graffiti. Interesting. Math drawing. I miss programming. So Shelby, you really believe that all men are dangerous? No, I don't believe that all men are dangerous. I don't believe that all men are dangerous at all. I think that there are predatory criminals that are both men and women, and we just have to use discernment. I think the solution is crime prevention and just knowing what a dangerous situation looks like before it occurs. Because really, it was my own naivety. We have to understand that most assaults, men and women, most people who get assaulted are assaulted by someone that they know. It's 90% of cases where a man or a woman gets attacked or murdered. Most of the time, it's someone that they know. So we have to kind of just be cautious about the people that we let into our life. I think that's the solution. Let's see. I like this cat. Looking cute. I might try to put a wash of black over it. $2,000. I think that's a little bit steep. $50K. Give me a break. I don't think so. I don't know. How much do you think I could sell it for? I was going to make some prints of it first. No, this is not. This is a decal edge. Well, it was decal, but I cut it. It's just like antique paper that I bought that I thought was cool. The design and theme is important. I agree. I think this is going to probably be like a 3-hour painting. He looks like he's taxidermied. That's kind of funny. He's supposed to be very stylized. Yeah, bigger version would be good. That's a good idea. You want me to stream the whole thing? Okay. I mean, I can try as long as YouTube doesn't kick me off. Do I do other kinds of arts too? I've never really done clay. I think it's kind of a little bit too messy. I mean, I have done clay in the past, but not like in years. Yeah, people like to come after small creators, don't they? It's kind of crazy. But you know what? When you put yourself out here like that, that's kind of what you have to expect to happen. It might actually be done quicker. I think I got the technique down now. I feel like I'm doing something right if I'm getting that much attention, though. I've obviously caused some sort of stir. You guys know I started this channel with absolutely no strategy in mind. I just sat down one day and I started making videos. I didn't like sit down and consciously choose a niche. I didn't sit down and consciously decide what kind of videos I was going to make. I just kind of naturally fell into, I guess, more of the doomer niche. And I know that because I'm a woman in a male dominated niche, that makes me automatically stand out. And I know that most of my viewers are men, so that does kind of verify that theory. But it was never strategic or anything like that. Some people are saying that I'm LARPing as a doomer when in reality, like, no, I'm just expressing myself naturally. It is an organic channel, Carlos. I think that's one of the reasons it's doing so well is because you can't fake it. I have imposter syndrome too. I've been dealing with that lately with this channel, especially with all the attacks. Other female doomers, but all of them are not good at speaking or don't have anything else going on. I really think that a lot of it has to do with the fact that I am a woman. I mean, I'd be naive to discount that, but thank you guys. But I feel like if you have an unfair advantage, like you're a woman in a male dominated space, which can be good and it can also be bad, you should use whatever advantage and unfair advantage that you have. Team Shelby, thanks, Off Time. No matter what. Dude, back in the day, the shit philosophers would say would sure stir shit up. The idea was to get you to think sometimes about, yeah, you know what? No one likes Socrates. Not to compare myself to Socrates, but it's like if you have something to say and it triggers people, maybe you should keep saying it. Thank you guys. Team Shelby in the chat. Thanks, Hassan. Guys, if you guys don't know, Hassan is an amazing poet. He should post some of his prose in the chat so you guys can see it. Not when he was alive, Last Spoil. He was really criticized by the layperson back in his day, but like when he was alive, people didn't understand him, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. Yeah, Hassan, do some like freestyle prose in the chat. I don't know much about philosophy. I can't really tell you. But Hassan, I know that you wanted me to give you my WhatsApp or whatever that was. I have to download it. But I wouldn't mind chatting with you IRL or, you know, voice chatting. Since you are super supportive, I feel like that would probably be a safe bet to talk to you. I really wish I knew more about philosophy. I just feel like I haven't learned anything new in so long that it's difficult for me to learn anything. I really don't. I know I took a philosophy 101 class like at my community college or whatever, but I really don't know anything else about it. You'll never regret studying Plato's writings. Okay. The camera doesn't pick up all the nuance of these colors quite as well as I would like, but you know, for a webcam, I guess it's all right. Thank you, Ema. You know what's funny is that traditionally women's types of art, such as fiber art and folk art, it's all been labeled as craft instead of fine art traditionally. And especially, you know, women of color, anything that's been made by, you know, minorities or outsiders has never been labeled as fine art. Fine art has typically been called highbrow, and most of it is basically dominated by men. There's still barriers to entry for that, but I no longer really consider myself a fine artist because of all the gatekeeping. Yeah, interior design, florist, fiber art, paper art, folk art, all of this has all women dominated art spaces have been labeled as craft instead of, you know, an actual path to mastery that requires a lot of skill by the predominant zeitgeist of the art world. Yeah, I think that highbrow, lowbrow, whatever the hell this is, it's so silly. It's like all academic. People sit around, sip their coffee, and then complain about other things. It looks like a deer caught in headlights. Yeah, I guess so. Am I a Pisces? I'm a Gemini. Sagittarius rising. I took the Myers-Briggs personality test again last night just to double check, and I am an INFP T. INFPT is what I am. I'm 99% turbulent. I know that comes to a surprises no one. Yeah, we should all take the Myers-Briggs personality test. It takes like 10, 20 minutes. INFJT for you. That's cool. I know that there's probably better personality tests out there, but you know, the Myers-Briggs one is really popular and it's really fast. And I think it was pretty accurate to me as well. I'm gonna go get the link and like pin it on the video. I did not delete the video. YouTube deleted the video. I think mine was pretty accurate. Hassan, I don't know if it's like, you know, super accurate. Here, I pinned the one that I used. So that's the test that I took. Yours truly will. That makes both of us. I know that I said that I tried to make it seem like I wasn't targeting all men, and that was not my intention to target all men, Andrew. I know that it did come across that way, and people have brought that to my attention and a couple of the logical fallacies that I made in the video. So anyway, that's not the reason it was taken down. It was taken down because I said a censored word and YouTube didn't like it. Yes, I got a warning on my YouTube channel today, Fred, of a violation of breaching terms of service. They deleted it because I used the word for adult video and I didn't say corn. I actually said the real word. And that was why they deleted it. Also the stream as well. But a lot of people were reporting it. So that's kind of why I got caught, is because a lot of people didn't like it. And that's kind of what happened. Yeah, prawn. I said the prawn word. And so they deleted it. But some people are thinking that I took it down. I was planning on keeping it up because I wanted to stick by my mistakes. And, you know, if I made a mistake, then I need to live with it, right? But YouTube had other ideas. So, yep, that's what happened. Now you guys know. The cat might be off his meds, honestly. I'm a terrible person, Capable Planet. You think the streams show my true nature? I mean, I'm not a perfect person. I don't think I'm terrible. Oh, you're not a terrible person? Show me, I think the stream show your... Oh, I thought you said I am a terrible person, Capable Planet. Okay, thanks for reiterating. I would agree with that. I don't think I'm pathological or anything. I'm just... I say stuff that messes up and everything like that. Thank you. Actually was looking at Lewis Wayne. Ramp. It is Louis Wayne inspired. I appreciate that you noticed it. Men are the only ones on earth capable of true compassion and love. Interesting. I don't agree with that. I think it completely depends on the individual. I kind of regret that I didn't do a lot of research and that I did kind of overgeneralize. I had good intentions with that video. What I regret is not doing a better job of making it clear that I wasn't talking about all people. I would probably make it a lot more nuanced if I made it twice. But you know what? I don't regret it because we can only learn and grow from our mistakes. And the past is in the past, and we can't like live with regret forever. Ever seen a woman donate to a bum? I donate to bums. I like if there's a guy outside the gas station and he's asking for food, I'll usually buy him a sandwich or something. So I personally donate to bums all the time. Because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I would be homeless if my circumstances were different. So when I see someone who's homeless, I'm like, whatever their circumstances is, I'll buy them a sandwich, you know? I normally don't give them food because they'll probably use it on drugs, though. I mean, money, that is. Couldn't I just edit it? I guess I probably could. I'm just afraid of doing that, honestly. I don't really understand how the editing software works. I'm sure it's pretty simple, but I don't know how to use it. The horrible version of Shelby is fake. I have horrible traits. I mean, I'm a human being, right? You can say all the right things for like 50 videos, but you make one video that people disagree with that isn't properly researched, and you know, that's the way it is. People will make that your entire personality. Oh, I'm glad you like my live streams, Cable Planet. I got them claws. I don't know if I got them claws. I think I'm ready for that next layer of flowers on there. Yeah, what I meant to say some men would, but it came across as though I was generalizing, so I have to take responsibility for the fact that I did use general language. And that wasn't my intention, but again, like in terms of making logical arguments, I'm not like a lawyer, I'm not a philosopher, I'm not a professional public speaker. I'm an unemployed 32-year-old living in my mom's spare bedroom. It's like I'm not that educated to make logical arguments, and unfortunately, there were some fallacies and some generalizations that I do wish I hadn't included. Devin, I did own. Oh, Dev, I did own up to it. I made a video. I made a live stream yesterday that is called, I believe it's called "Thinking and Growing" or something. But Dev, the videos got taken down because I got a warning. Yeah. So yeah. It depends on the person, Ima. I'm not here to discredit your anecdotal evidence. I've had bad experiences with men, and men have had bad experiences with women. But we have to take a responsibility. If we allow our trauma from the opposite gender to affect our current relationships, then we are actually continuing that cycle of trauma by creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. So we do have to take accountability for our responses to people. And I have to take accountability for my generalizations as well. Yeah, I guess technically I am self-employed at this point, Capable Planet. It's enough to cover my bills because I don't have rent. My bills at this point, my main bills are about $350 for car and health insurance plus food, and it is covering all of that. So that is true. I just can't move out yet. Do I know who Cernunnos is? I could Google it. Cernunnos. Oh, Cernunnos? Oh, he's a pagan deity, apparently. Is a Celtic god whose name is only clearly attested once on the 1st century. Okay, interesting. Oh wow, he's like the Green Man. I've seen the Green Man. Beautiful. Definitely right up my alley. He's like the Green Man. Or the Horned God, basically. Maybe, Michael, if I show that I'm willing to grow and change and admit that I misspoke in certain ways, but if they don't, then I'm ready for new people to come in. Niche, you have a way with words. I'm familiar with Athena, who's basically the female equivalent of that. Or Diana, that is. But I don't really have a working knowledge of a lot of different subjects like some of you guys do. You guys introduced me to a lot of different things, and I'm happy that you guys are educating me on all this stuff because I like to learn. Oh, Loy, you're good. Don't worry about it. Merrick, I actually really would love to do one that is similar of the Horned God. And yeah, so I could probably end up doing that eventually. It's funny that you would recommend him because I actually have thought about painting the Green Man before. Yeah, please like the live stream, guys. We are at 59 viewers and almost 55 likes. So let's get that to 60 likes, you guys. Yeah, I actually did I visited the Prado, Michael, and I saw, Las Meninas in real life, which is a Velázquez painting. I saw lots of Velázquez paintings. I saw the El Greco painting in that chapel. So we went to the Prado, we went to see El Greco's big, painting. I remember all that. So yeah, we did get to do that. I think we went to 3 different galleries. We also went to this one where there was, like, this mosaic park, I guess. And it was, like, this botanical garden with all these mosaics. That was really cool. Who, me, Ima? I mean, I guess everybody has their selfish ways. I'm not gonna deny that. To use those black emojis, you have to be a member. I think I can actually add more membership-only emojis these days. Maybe I should make the emojis a little brighter. What do you guys think? Mike, would you prefer if I change the emojis to something brighter? Because if you have any suggestions for the emojis, I can probably update them because I didn't realize they would be hard to see in the chat. Unless you guys are in YouTube light mode. Because my YouTube is in dark mode and you can't really see the emojis when you're in dark mode. You're in light mode? Okay, so you can see it. Okay. Yeah, I actually purchased those off Etsy, so I really don't know how to edit them personally. So those were from another artist, they're not by me. Bye, Swallow. It was good to see you. Could be another digital art endeavor. That'd be cool. That's a really good point, Michael. I could absolutely try to like do some emoji packs or something like that. That'd be really a good idea. That'd be cool. I could like film the making of the emoji. The rat race video is on point. Thank you, Ramp. Yeah, it's 3:20 in Georgia. I think, Ima, that, when people are hurt by something, for example, women were oppressed for, centuries, millennia. we kind of, in the last 50 years, have swung the pendulum a little bit too far. And this is the first time where we're really fighting for equality in human history, honestly, to this scale. And I think that there is kind of a balance that needs to happen because it's swung too far in one direction. But I see what you mean by that, Ema. I've read that Transurfing book. I can't remember a single thing about it though. I actually listened to it because a pickup artist suggested that I listen to it. I don't know if I like the way I did these yellow flowers. Reminds me of the cat from Coraline. There is some Tim Burton-y kind of things in this. I'm definitely looking at other artists right now. Oh, I can literally talk and like bring people in and do that. I'm still learning how to do all this. I'm really bad at learning software. I haven't come to the term. I've come to the terms with the bleak reality with everybody at this point. Tyler Oliveira uploaded some cool videos about India. That's cool. I don't know much about India. Hassan could tell me, I'm sure. You know what? If you even have a mother's love, you're pretty lucky. But you're right that a wife's love or a woman's love is different from the love you get from your mother because you have to bring something to the table. It's not unconditional. Yeah, Reflex. Michael, it is really tough that we are pre-wired to love them. I heard another live stream how you can do live streams and also live stream shorts at the same time. I didn't know that or how to do that even. If I ever become a mom, I really know that I'll probably mess my kids up, but I want to like the thing that I would give my kids would not be a perfect childhood. The thing that I would give my kids is be like, I know I wasn't perfect. I know I messed you up. I'm sorry that I fell short. Like at least I could admit to them that I had messed up. I took a pause there. I'm looking at it and trying to see what I want to do next with this. At some point, I must have cranked the difficulty of life up to hard mode. I know I entered into adulthood on hard mode with absolutely no tools in my belt, having no prerequisite knowledge of what to expect. It's like, yeah, you know what? You're an adult now. Have an incurable disease. And that's not enough for you? How about some OCD and major depressive disorder? And a late diagnosed form of adult ADHD, which you white knuckled through your whole life. Nobody said all women are nice, though, bro. We're nice until we won't until we can't anymore. If you push us to our limit, then we won't be nice anymore. What does your grandma do, Miss Potpourri? Okay. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you so much. I guess it took less than 3 hours. I was thinking it was going to take 3, but I got the technique down and then I managed to get it done. What other yeah, women do need to feel coddled. We all want to feel safe. What other YouTubers in this niche, like the doomer niche, do you guys watch, by the way? If any. I don't know who Bonnie Blue is. I should probably consider myself lucky. Okay, I can probably guess. Is she an SW? She must be an SW then, if you guys don't want me to talk about it. I don't want to Google it. I'm kind of afraid of that. Let me see. I want to kind of like... I'm the first to admit that I've never been strong or independent. I would love to be that way, but I'm just not wired that way. Thank you. Have I ever tried playing instruments? I've played the flute, but it's been a very long time. Playing piano is something I've always wanted to try. This is 4D art? I guess so. I'll take that as a compliment, though. Cats can see spirits. I agree with that. Okay, I think I pretty much don't know what else to do with this one. Maybe put in some whiskers. I need a thinner, I need my white gel pen. Oh crap. I don't know where my thin white gel pen is. I keep buying all these supplies and then I lose them. It's insane. Maybe I can use this one. No, that one doesn't show up. I'm filming with my Logitech webcam on a webcam arm, hooked directly up to my laptop. Sure, Cable Planet, if you want me to do a talking stream later tonight, I probably could do one maybe at 6 o'clock. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it as it is. This was about a 2.5 hour effort. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If I could find my white pen, I would be really happy, but I don't know where I put it. All right, I'll probably put this on my new Shopify very soon. You want me to do another art request stream? We can do probably an hour talking stream and then an hour art request stream. And we got to remember that I think, who was it? A Congo wanted me to draw Obama. Who was it that wanted me to draw Obama? They already made a super chat, so we got to do that first. Was it Nucci Poochie that wanted me to draw Obama, or was it a Congo or somebody else? Yeah, I'm going to remember to draw Obama, the first thing. Just remind me in case I forget. I don't know why he wants me to draw that. I'll probably do like a caricature. Thank you, Nietzsche. Nuchi Poochie has always been a chaotic neutral, Hassan. To be honest, Nuchi Poochie has always been chaotic neutral. The Horn God, I could try that, but that would be a really tough one to do. I could totally try a Centaur. I could probably try Golem again. Maybe do it completely in graphite this time. But anyway, guys, if you guys really want a sketch request stream again, I can totally do one later. Obama as a Centaur? Now we're talking, Axel. That would be hilarious. Obama as a Centaur has won. We should totally do that, Axel. That's thinking outside the box right there. I like that. All right, let's take a good look at this. Yo, thank you, Hassan. Makes a big difference. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you, Hassan. That's awesome. I gotta give you a hoot. Sorry. Charles. 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 Gingerbread. Come here, gingerbread man. What you doing? Yeah, sorry. I'm more likely to answer my DMs, like Hable Planet said. I'm way more likely to answer my DMs than my email. So if you guys wanted to follow me on IG, the link is in my bio. And make sure you follow me because you can't DM me if you're not following me because I get inundated with too many spams. So I made it so that only followers can DM me. And that's probably your best bet about reaching out to me personally, honestly. You can't catch me in the gingerbread man. Are you hungry, Charles? Is that why you're up here? Go, Shelves. It's been a long while. You go eat something. I actually did eat right before my stream. What should I name it? I should probably put a sign on the back, right? I have bad handwriting. All right, peace and love. What do you want me to name it? Any title ideas? Otherwise, I'll probably be ending the stream if you guys don't want to name it. I don't drink hard liquor. Charles? Charles got up on the desk. That's a sign. Oh my goodness. Charlie. No, oh my goodness. You want to be a participant. Normally he does this when he's hungry. Charles. Charles. Free kitty. Charles. Charles in charge. Get out of here, Charles. Alrighty. I don't know what to name this one, but Charlie did give me his blessing on this painting. I know that my stepdad calls him Charles in Charge all the time, and I didn't know that was from a sitcom. That's kind of funny. All right. I'm going to sign off in like 5 seconds. 5. Say goodbye, everybody. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is a wrap. Thank you. See you later tonight. We'll do a stream later.